I am V. Sisha, Associate Professor, Government City College. Today's topic is non-trading organizations or non-profit organizations. Non-profit organizations' main motive is to provide services. They may earn profits in the course. These organizations do not manufacture, do not purchase or sell goods. They provide services. They do not need to prepare trading and profit and loss account. They credit the funds received to the capital fund. Here in this non-trading concerns, they will be preparing three accounts: receipts and payments account, income and expenditure account, and the balance sheet. What do you mean by income and expenditure account? Here, income and expenditure is the revenue statement which is prepared in non-profit making organizations. They are showing their operating performance through various incomes and expenses for a particular period. This is termed as income and expenditure account. So it is this income and expenditure account is equal to trading and profit and loss account of the business organizations. It is a nominal account in nature and does not contain capital receipts, capital expenditure, previous year and succeeding year's expenses. Only expenses and incomes pertaining to the current year will be recorded. Income and expenditure account is debited with all the expenses or losses and credited with all the incomes and gains. The difference is either surplus or deficit for the particular period. Surplus is termed as excess of income over expenditure, and deficit is known as excess of expenses over incomes. Here, the role of non-trading firm is to provide services to its members. However, in order to do the same, it needs to earn some revenue and incur certain expenditures. So, non-profit firm does not. It needs to prepare an income and expenditure account which helps it to ascertain the surplus earned or deficit incurred during that particular period. So now, to understand more about the income and expenditure account, we will be doing this. Income and expenditure account is prepared on account accrued basis. All incomes and expenses relating to current year, whether they are actually received or paid or not, are taken into consideration. Expenditure is recorded on the debit side and incomes are recorded on the credit side of this account. A distinction is made between the capital and revenue items, and only revenue items are included in this account. So, income and expenditure account is a nominal account. The rule of nominal account: debit all expenses and losses and credit all incomes and gains is followed for the preparation of income and expenditure account. So, for preparing this account, only items and items of revenue nature are recorded, and all the items of capital nature are ignored. For example, the profit earned or loss suffered on the sale of an asset will be recorded in it, but the amount received from the sale of an asset will not be recorded. And the closing balance of this account shows either the surplus or deficit for the year. If the credit side exceeds the debit side, there will be surplus. On the other hand, if the debit side exceeds the credit side, there will be deficit. The surplus is added to the capital fund, while the deficit is deducted from the capital fund. Coming to the features of income and expenditure account. What do you mean by the features? So these are the important features of income and expenditure account. That is, it is a nominal account and this account is prepared in the place of trading and profit and loss account, and this account contains only revenue items. The incomes and expenses pertaining to current year are taken into consideration. Incomes and expenses relating to the previous year or succeeding year and capital nature items are excluded while preparing this account. Expenditure is recorded on the debit side and the income is recorded on the credit side. All the transactions related to prepaid and outstanding expenses, outstanding incomes, income received in advance, depreciation, etc., are to be considered in this account, which are related to current year. There is no opening balance, but the difference between the two sides is termed either as surplus or deficit. The excess of income over expenditure or deficit. Surplus is the excess of income over expenditure, and deficit is the excess of expenditure over income. The surplus or the deficit has to be transferred to capital fund on the liability side of the balance sheet. How we will be preparing the income and expenditure account? These are the following steps to be followed for the preparation of income and expenditure account. So once again I'll repeat the explanation. So this income and expenditure account will include all the items of revenue, receipts and expenses on the respective side of the account, and no items of capital incomes and expenses are to be included in this account. Adjustment of amounts prepared and outstanding with respect to each item will have to be made, which are related to current year. Items included in receipts and payments account, depreciation, provisions, and profit or loss on sale of assets will have to be included in this account. Finally, after putting down all the items of revenue and all the items of expenses, you will have to balance the account, resulting the balancing figure reveals either the surplus or the deficit for the period. Coming to the format of incomes and expenditure account. So first you will be mentioning the name of the institution and income and expenditure account for the year ended, that is 31st March or 31st December, and the year. So debit side all the expenditure will be taken and the credit side all the incomes will be taken. To the debit side you will be getting on the top two salaries, all the debit side expenditures I am explaining you. 2 salaries, 2 rent rates and taxes, 2 printing and stationery, 2 general expenses, 2 charities, 2 groundman wages, salaries, 2 honorarium, 2 postage, 2 bank charges, 2 repairs and maintenance, 2 interest, 2 insurance, 2 travelling and conveyance, and 2 telephone expenses, 2 newspapers and magazines, 2 entertainment expenses, 2 audit fees, 2 sports expenses, 2 loss on sale of assets, 2 electricity charges, 2 depreciation. So all these things come under the category of expenditure side of the income and expenditure account. And coming to the income side, by subscriptions, by entrance fees, by general donations. General donations, if it is small amounts, comes under the income side. Government grants, hall rent, annual books advertisement, and by profit on sale of assets, by cultural show receipts, by annual dinner receipts, by sale of refreshments, by receipts from maintenance of bar. Only revenue incomes will be noted. By sports program receipts, by locker rent, by dividend received, by interest received, by sale of gross, by other expenses. So now if the debit side exceeds the credit side, we will be getting the surplus, and if credit side exceeds the debit side, we will be getting the if the debit side if the expenditure is excess, we will be getting the deficit, and if the incomes are excess over expenditure, you will be getting the surplus. So all the revenue expenditures will be shown to the debit side of the income and expenditure, and all the revenue incomes will be shown to the credit side of income and expenditure account. Now coming to the differences between income and expenditure account and the receipts and payments account. What is the distinction between income and expenditure and receipts and payments account? According to the purpose, receipts and payments account will be prepared to know the cash receipts and cash payments. And what is the purpose of income and expenditure account? Here, and income and expenditure account is prepared to know whether there is an excess of income over expenditure, that is known to be as surplus, or an excess of expenditure over income, that is deficit, is there during the current period. So what is the nature of accounts? Receipts and payments account is a real account, and it is known to be as the summary of cash book, cash account, and cash receipts are recorded on the debit side, cash payments are recorded on the credit side. Here income and expenditure is a nominal account, and it is similar to the trading and profit and loss account. All the expenses will be recorded onto the debit side, and incomes are to be recorded onto the credit side. So on the basis of accounting, it has been distinguished like this. That is, receipts and payment account is based on cash system of accounting. Non-cash items will not be recorded. Whereas in income and expenditure account, the basis is on accrual system of accounting. Non-cash items like outstanding expenses, depreciation, etc. are also recorded. Opening and closing balances. Here, in receipts and payments account, opening balance of cash and bank, opening balances of cash and bank, and closing balances of cash and bank will be recorded. And in income and expenditure account, there is no opening balance or ends with the surplus. It will be ending with the balancing figures of surplus and deficit. Nature of items. According to nature of items, receipts and payments account contains actual receipts and payments irrespective of revenue or capital items in nature. So all capital as well as revenue items will be recorded in receipts and payments account. It contains only revenue items. Here in income and expenditure account, it will be recording only the revenue items, that is expenses, revenue expenses, and revenue incomes will be recorded in income and expenditure account, period. So all cash receipts and payments made during the year pertaining to the past year, pertaining to subsequent year or current year, all will be recorded in receipts and payments account. In income and expenditure account, only the items related to current year will be recorded. Coming to the distinction between income and expenditure account and the profit and loss account. So here, income and on the basis of preparation by entities. So here, income and expenditure account will be prepared by the non-trading concerns which are not for profit. They are service oriented. And here, profit and loss account is prepared by for profit organizations such as sole proprietorship, partnership, and the joint stock companies or company. Now coming to the on the basis of purpose of preparation, income and expenditure account is prepared at the end of the period to ascertain surplus or deficit in the non-profit organizations. And here the purpose of preparation of profit and loss account at the end of the period is to ascertain the net profit earned or net loss sustained by the trading concerns. Now coming to the treatment of trading activities. On the basis of treatment of trading activities, income and expenditure is prepared a separate trading account for any trading activity undertaken by them. So this trading account is accompanied as a subsidiary statement with income and expenditure account. Coming to profit and loss account, profit and loss account is prepared in the trading organizations, and it is prepared and transfer the balance or results of trading account to profit and loss account. The balance of trading account is usually termed as gross profit or gross loss, and is the starting point of profit and loss or for profit organization. So now coming to the purpose, withdrawal of surplus or profit. Here in income and expenditure account, surplus shown by the income and expenditure account of non-profit organizations cannot be withdrawn by the members. Rather, it is added to the capital fund or general fund of the organization. Coming to the withdrawal of profit in profit and loss account. The profit ascertained by the profit and loss account for the profit organization can be withdrawn by the owners of the business. Source of income. On the basis of source of income, the major sources of income shown by income and expenditure account are periodic subscriptions, recurring and non-recurring donations, casual and regular trading activities undertaken by non-profit organizations. The main sources of income shown by a profit and loss account are sale of goods in case of merchandising and manufacturing businesses, and the provision of services in case of service organizations. Now coming to the on the basis of input for preparation. So to prepare income and expenditure account, it is prepared by using receipts and payments account and some additional information. Profit and loss account is prepared by using trial balance and some additional information. So this is all about the distinction between income and expenditure account and the profit and loss account. Coming to the treatment of revenue receipts. So here some of the revenue receipts have to be treated in income and expenditure account like this. Here treatment of subscriptions in the final accounts of not-profit organizations will be done like this. When subscriptions received for the current year, previous year and subsequent period are given separately, so subscriptions received for the current year will be shown on the credit side of the income and expenditure after making the adjustments. So here first you have to take the subscriptions outstanding for the current year is to be added. Subscriptions received in advance in the previous year which is meant to the current year is to be added, and when the total subscriptions received during the year is given, the total subscription received during the current year will be shown on the credit side of the income and expenditure after making the following adjustments. Subscriptions outstanding in the previous year which is to be received in the current year will be subtracted. Subscriptions outstanding for the current year is to be added. Subscriptions received in advance in the previous year which is meant for the current year is added, and subscriptions received in advance in the current year which is meant for the subsequent year must be subtracted. So this is how you have to make the adjustments and then take it into the income and expenditure account. And the subscriptions have to be treated in the balance sheet. So subscriptions outstanding for the current year and still outstanding for the previous year will be shown on the asset side of the balance sheet. Subscriptions received in advance in the current year will be shown on the liability side of the balance sheet. So like this is the treatment of subscriptions in the income and expenditure account. That is, so like this you will be calculating by subscriptions related to this year, to that less subscriptions for the previous year have to be subtracted from the amount belong to this year, and then subscriptions for the subsequent year have to be minused, and outstanding subscriptions for the current year have to be added, and subscriptions received in advance during the previous year which belong to current year have to be added, and the total amount have to be taken to the income side of the income and expenditure account. And now coming to the treatment of subscription in the balance sheet. So here in the balance sheet, subscriptions received in advance belong to pertaining to subsequent year have to be taken to the liability side, because we are liable to pay it in the next year. So that will come to the liability side. And outstanding subscriptions for the current year, outstanding subscriptions for the previous year have to be taken to the asset side of the balance sheet, because they belong to current year. So this is how we have to do the treatment of subscriptions in income and expenditure account and the balance sheet. This is the end of the session.